Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
On the set. Ready.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Cook. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Lance looking to throw it. Man open. He's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Lance. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Now Lance. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. And the Texans are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Sam Williams bringing him down that time. Well, this defense for the Titans, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive. Something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Again, it's Cook. And he powers his way up past the 30.
Here we go. Here we go. Strike him. 3-3.
Working from the gun. Lance. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. He's got the first down and more. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. Throwing on first down is Lance. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. The Titans in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And let's remember that last week that this offense, they played about as well as they possibly could play. Touchdown after touchdown. They were absolutely unstoppable in that game. They'll be hard-pressed to do it again, repeat that type of performance. But, boy.
And it's a Titans touchdown. James Cook, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are an extra point away from evening this one up. Zuerlein connects on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Tannehill. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 7-7, our score after one. To the air again, Tannehill. He'll let this go for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Tannehill now to throw. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. But they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. That's out quickly to Bateman. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Let's go.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Drill green. Flag blue. 52 blaster. Ready.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. He's got his man, Thornton. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
10.
Throwing now is Lance. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They bring the pressure, and this one's a duck. And that one didn't accomplish a whole lot. It'll be down inside the 35-yard line.
At the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
On second down, here's Tannehill. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Tannehill. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs.
And this throw will be intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Andre Cisco there on the stop.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. Here we go on 4th. Tannehill. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Rashad Bateman, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-7. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Blaster, 6.
From the 27, Lance under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. .45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Now it's Tannehill. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Room here to run. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 90 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Taken down at the 30.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he is going to get this close to the 1st down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 25. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Back to throw, Tannehill. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Chase Young able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. Touchdown, Texans. Rashad Bateman, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is now 24. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. On 1st down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. And a nice play there defensively. And this is a new acquisition, Charles. You and I were talking about it pregame. Just signed as a free agent earlier this week.
Love when they pick up those guys with something to prove. Because any guy who's a free agent off the street, no one else wanted him. So he wants to prove to the rest of the league, you should have signed me first.
Now Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight, planted their feet, and forced the incompletion on first down.
Second 10 coming up here in Nashville. Third quarter action. Now Tannehill. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to it? Maybe his rhythm was just off. He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Ready.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like
that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today? And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. After the interception, here's Tannehill. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Throwing again on second down. Tannehill to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Tannehill. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. They throw it out right, complete. Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
On 2nd and 12, Lance. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now Lance going to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yes.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Texans are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really... And my goodness, another interception. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
There you go, right here.
2nd down and 7.
Tiger.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. And this offense on 3rd down today, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
And the Texans first down.
Hit.
Right back to him on 1st down. And it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And now off to the races down the right side. 20, 10, 5, and they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. Zuerlein now for the PAT. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get this to the 32. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Here's Tannehill. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
But that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's third and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Here's Lance. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Now Lance. And now here is another interception. Picked by Jeff Okudah. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Here's Cook again. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. First down, here's the run with Cook. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now on 2nd and 13, Lance. And his throw is incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Ready. Right.
Desperation time here. Lance. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 205 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
First down, Houston.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Houston, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up.